Hi everyone, welcome back. Uh, Here, in the previous session, we have discussed that in the reconnaissance phase, the first activity is to locate the target's website. So, in our example, we'll try to talk about the one tool that, even though we recently discussed the importance of creating and using a sandboxed hacking lab to ensure no traffic leaves your network, or practicing reconnaissance that requires a live internet connection. But if you want to, follow along with the tools and examples, then you need to connect your attacking machine to the internet. But as we said that the first phase is to locate the target's website address. So for that we use a tool which we call the httrack tool. So, in this tool, remember that when testing any website for vulnerability is very risky and it may send you behind the jail. But you can do it easily by using the httrack website copier tool. So, in this session, I'm going to use the httrack on my Kali Linux virtual machine that will describe all the steps which followed in this particular one. So as you know that the hackers are looking for the vulnerability on websites, but some they find and sometime not. So but in other hand, the security researchers are using techniques to catch hackers red-handed on crime places. So hackers and pen testers copy the website first on a local computer and start looking on code and try to find vulnerability. So in this techniques, they use tools, the name we call the httrack. So in this session, I will describe how to use this, the httrack website copier. Okay. So for this, let me just quickly get into this picture one. Yeah, so in this the first step is the h3 track. Okay, let me just close this and get this back for you, and let me quickly work on that. So in this the first one is the h3 track. Let me just open this and make this a little bit far. Okay, so that it will be visible to you. Okay, so in this we talk about the ht track tool. Okay, so this httrack is a free and easy to use offline browser utility. So this is a tool download the website for offline on your computer's local directory. So for testing purpose, only this, the website which is downloaded on your local directory will be used. So it copies web pages one by one on the local directory. So if you are thinking to test a website for a security purpose, it is recommended to download the website on your local server and set up a local web server and start accessing the website like a real server. So now your local server has been created using it for finding vulnerabilities on the website. So here, one more thing I want to share with you that the H2 track does not come with Kali Linux. So if you are a Kali Linux user, then it is a problem. So, but not big. So H2 tracks Linux available to download and install. So you can make it available on your Kali Linux. So the download link that you can find at the website that you may use the https and www You can use the httrack.com. So from here, you can download the yeah, from this h2track page, you can directly go and you can download the h2track copier from here on your Windows system. Okay, or for your Kali Linux also you can use this. Okay, let me just use. Okay, so you can download from this and you can install on your operating system. So I think you are aware with the advanced package that APT, it is used to install or remove or reinstall packages on Debian based operating systems like Kali Linux and the Ubuntu. So here I'm gonna using the APT to install the H2 track on our the operating system. I mean the Kali Linux. So before starting the installation, we should update the advanced package tool, that is APT. So we use the admin privileges, that is sudo, and use the APT, that is advanced package tool, to update the operating system, and then APT get update. Okay, and just click on enter. It will ask you for the sudo password or admin password. So I'm going to use the admin password here to try to upload. So it start updating the some of the packages. So I'm using the recent one I'm using. So all the mirrors of your JVN card has been updated. So then the next one is we needs to install this the H2 track from the Kali Linux terminal itself. So we can use the sudo the admin privilege and use the advanced package tool, that apt, and install get install the ht track on our Kali Linux. So after typing this command in the terminal, you just press enter. So automatically it will takes you to the it will install the operating system. I mean, it will install the H3 track, right? So then next one is as we said this the uh, to begin with step one, by closely reviewing the target's website, it is helpful to use a tool called this HT track to make a page by page copy of the website as mentioned. So utilizing this H2 track that allows us to explore and thoroughly mine the website offline without having to spend additional time traipsing around on the company's web server. So this H2 track, once the program is installed, you can run it by opening a terminal and just typing the command, that just ht track. You just type is there, and it can start working in this. So then it will ask you some project name. So it is important to understand that cloning a website is easy to trace and often considered highly offensive. I repeat again, it is important to understand that cloning a website is easy to trace and often considered highly offensive. So never run this tool without prior authorization. So after starting the H3 track from the terminal, the program will guide you through a series of basic questions before it begins to copy the target's website. So in most cases, you can simply hit the enter key to accept the default answers. But at a minimum, you will need to enter a project name and a valid the URL to copy. So let me give the project code, project name here, that the pen test, suppose 11, the project name. Okay, and then we must give the path name of the website. So read each question before answering or blindly accepting the default answers. So answering the questions need to enter yes to begin the cloning process. So, depending on the size of the target's website, the process can take anywhere from few seconds to several hours. So, we are creating an exact replica of the website. So the amount of available disk space on your local computer needs to be considered. So large websites can require extensive hard drive space. So when httrack completes the process, you will be presented with a message in the terminal that says that done. Thank you for using the httrack. So if you are using Kali and accepted the default options, httrack will place the cloned the sites into the directory where you have created that one. Okay, so before going to run this one, let me just quickly come out of this to check it out. The first one is, let me clear this. So I just installed the operating system on this, and the you know the very next step which we needs to do here is we needs to create a directory. So let me just check it out. In the previous lecture we have given few basic commands which are useful in the penetration testing. So let me do this, the ls. So here I'm finding the pen test command is created here. I mean directory is created. So how to remove this directory? We simply use the midir remove directory of pen test. So this directory cannot be removed. Why? Because this directory is not empty. So what we need to do, we need to get into the pentest directory, and in that directory, let us see is there any files are there. So there are two test files which are created. Let me quickly, the remove this files that pentest one. Okay. See, it is also cannot be removed. Why? Because some content is still in the pen test one. So get into that directory. Oh, so there is a typo mistake. Pen test one. Get into that and find, is there any files are existing in that one. So then, you start removing this file. So let me quickly remove this uh, files first. So without going through this, let me just go to the files, and in the penetration testing folder, let me open this and try to remove this so that we can do some other experiments here quite a way. So let me move trash, and okay, so move to trash now and just check it out. Come here now, just do the cd space and get enter. So you will be in the home path. So to find out the path, you just type the pwd. So it gives that you are in home and the user account is your pentest account. So first what we need to do, we need to create a directory. So let me create a directory that make a directory of suppose pentest directory. Okay, so once it is created, oh, it's already there. So let me just remove the directory, that pentest. Okay, it is directory. Yeah, sorry. Here I should use the remove directory. So now it is removed, and let me just clear it quickly and check it out whether the directory is there. So here we have the directories: desktop, documents, downloads, music, nessus, paros, and other directories are there. So now we can start creating the directory that the make directory of pentest. Okay, And now check it out whether the directory is created or not. The pentest directory is created. So once the directory is created, now we start running the httrack command. And in this command, it will ask you the project name. Let me give the project name as pentest or one as a project name. And then it will ask you that, well, which websites, the page that you want to clone on your website, I mean the server. So let me go through the website called for the best practice purpose. Let me go through the website, the cyber pratibha.com. In that, let me try to clone this particular page. That is the important the from that website, to get the best practice for creating a network diagram, suppose. So to get this, let me quickly copy this website link, or you can type the entire link. So go to the terminal. In the terminal, let me just write which website that I want to clone on my, or mirroring on my particular local server. So just get into that and hit the enter button. So then it will ask you that, they enter the url, or the sorry, in this case, let me, oh, I just made a mistake here. Quickly, let me come out of this. And sorry. Oh, oh, the let me run this quickly. Give the project name as pentest one. And then you must give a absolute path, not the relative path. So in the absolute path, we have seen that I'm at the home, in home, and the user, that pentest. In the pen test, I created a directory, pen test directory. So in that directory, I'm going to clone this particular website. And which website means just one which we just opened. That is the cyber pratibha.com, and blogs of some practice of this. So once it is once you hit the enter button, then it will ask you what kind of action that you are able to take on this. So to take the action, or to we need to select an option and start mirroring the website on our particular local server. So let me practice. Let me give you the demo for. Let me select the first one. Okay. And the remaining options you can try as an assignment for you. So just click on that, and it asks you the proxy, that is the return none. So we don't need to give any proxies. If you are interested to give the proxy, you may give it. And you can define the wildcards, like if you want any particular pages, then you may use that the .gif. Or you, if you want to clone with www.com, you may give that www.star.com. So these are different options. I just want to go by default. And in this, oh, so it will ask you some you can define some additional options, such as the recursive level, that is separated by your blank spaces. So I'll just go with the default one with this. Let me run this. So in this, it will start mirroring that. By just ready to launch this mirroring, we need to enter the y here, s. So it start launching the mirroring. And once it is completely launched, then it will give you the information, then thanks for using the htt track. So how to see this, that whether this page is cloned or not from the website. So let me just go and check it out. We are in the print working directory. So it is given we are in the home and pentest user. So now let us see the directory which we have created is pentest. So just go to the pentest. So pentest, and in that penetration test, let us see whether it is created or not. So we have given the project name as pentest one. So in pentest one, let us check whether those the website pages are uh, cloned or not, or whether they are copied or not. So it is pentest one. Let me get into this and check it out whether the pages are cloned or not. You can see here. So to open the index HTML page, so you just use the command called cat and the index dot html, and just hit OK. So you'll find, something is missing. Oh, it's not can, it is cat. And just enter. So you will find this HTML page here. Or sometimes it is better to go and open it the index.html page. Let me just try to minimize it for you. And here you can see the website https://www.cyberpratibha.com and blog. And let me quickly go and check it out in the folder, in the in pentest folder. You're going to find the pentest project, a name which we have given. In that, we cloned this particular page from that the web page. So if I click on this index web page, it opens the same. So this particular page is cloned, so the file is locally here. So this file is in the home file in pentest folder, in pentest user and pentest folder. The file is in another folder, pentest one project folder, right? So it looks like, you can check it out, that this particular page is looks like similar to your the web page here. So as here in the web page, in the company's website page, as you interact with this particular page by navigating the graphical user interfaces, the same thing that you can do with the page which is cloned on our local websites. So for example, on this particular page, let me just interact or navigate to another the site, like, if I click on network diagram, then it gives that, what is a node diagram or something. So if I go to the my page where I cloned it, and if I start clicking on this one, then it will also looks like the same one. It's also looks like the same page, right? So it is, let me just close these two files quickly. And yeah, so comes to this server, you find the same clone file on this, so you will get the lot of options. So let me quickly get back to you that this is one way, and you have other options also by using this h3 tracker. So what are the other options which the h3 tracker is displaying to you? That, to mirror, it gives the different options, that either you can mirror the websites with the hazards, or just get the files. So for that, the action numbers are given here. So mirror all the links which are used in the URL, used in the URL, right? So in this case, you can see that what is the most important one. So when you make a copy of the target website, uh, let me just get into this one and open it. So in this, when you are going to get into the target website, so what you can do here, this is the clone file. From here you may get all the information related to a particular website administrator, who is the administrator, and what are the different tools that they are using on their website, what kind of information is available on their website. So everything, the entire information that you can get from this particular site, right? So that is to get, what are the different information that is provided by this particular site. That is, you should begin by closely reviewing and recording all the information you find on the target's web page. So that means you simply browse the targets in real time, and it is important to pay attention to the details. So oftentimes, with very little digging, let me just share this information for you. The website. Let me just close it and share the screen with you quickly. At, okay. So, what is the most important information which we need to uh, uh, gather on this particular one is oftentimes which very little digging you will be able to make some significant findings, including their physical address and the location, their phone numbers, email addresses, hours of operations, business relationships, and the employee names, social media connections, and other public debates. So with this, you may also find when conducting a penetration test, it is important to pay special attention to things like news and announcements also. So, company mergers and acquisitions can also yield valuable data. So, this is especially important for expanding the scope and adding additional targets to our penetration test. And even if the merger is old news or goes off without a hitch, the information still provides value by giving us additional targets. So, merged or sibling companies should be authorized and include in original target list as they provide a I mean a potential gateway into the organization. So it is important uh, for search and review any open job postings for the target company. So technical job postings often reveal very detailed information about the technology being used by an organization, and many times you will find specific hardware and software listed on the job openings. So do not forget to search for your target in the nationwide job banks as well. So, for example, assume you come across a job requisition looking for a network administrator with Cisco ASA experience. So, from this post, you can draw some immediate conclusion and make some guesses. So, first, you can certain that the company either uses or it is about to use a Cisco ASA firewall. And second, depending on the size of organization, you may be able to infer that the company does not have or is about to lose about to lose someone with the knowledge of how to properly use and configure a Cisco AS firewall on their particular network. So, in most cases, once we have thoroughly examined the target's website, we should have a solid understanding of the target, including who they are and what they do and where they are located, and a solid guess about the technology they use. So, with this basic information about the target, we can conduct some passive reconnaissances. So it is very difficult, if not impossible, for a company to determine when a hacker or pen tester is conducting the passive reconnaissance. That is, you are directly, interacting. You are indirectly interacting with the targets. So this activity offers a low risk, high reward situation for attackers. Conducted without ever sending a single packet to the target, right? So this is the weapon of choice to perform this task is the internet for us, right? So this is something about the pen testing. So if you consider this website here in this case now, let me just use this. So here you're going to finding what cyber pratibha is going to do. Okay, so they are going to provide different services on this particular I mean, we just do okay picture in this. Okay, uh, let me remove this and use this picture back. So here you find that what your cyber pratibha is going to do. They are going to provide the hacking tools information and project your privacy. So some basic information that you are going to find here. If you go to their homepage, you're going to collect all the contact details that if you click on that, they are very smart. So they haven't provided any contact information here in this website, but you can find what are the different services that they are going to provide on this particular the website. So similarly, if you click on the website, suppose if you want to interact with the another website, let me quickly go into the, like we have just said, that the bulbsecurity.com. Okay, so in this, if you clone this one, this bulb security, let me just suppose www.thebulbsecurity. So yeah, so if you click on this, the bulb security corona.com, so you can find all the information about this. uh, Oof. And you can find the emails and the mail addresses also. So this is one way, how to gather the information about these particular the users. So we'll discuss another topic, how to gather the information, that is the Google Drives, in the next session. Thank you.